Like and subscribe on the way in the door, my people. I hope you all are having a truly, truly fantastic day today. Now, when I saw this, I said I have to cover this. For those of us who grew up in the 90s, you know that we grew up in arguably the greatest decade for entertainment ever. We had Michael Jordan. We had Michael Jackson. We had Mike Tyson. We had Tupac and Biggie. And if you follow this channel, you know that I love studying people who excel past what we normally thought was possible. And Mike Tyson is one of those people. And I like to study what those people have in common. And one thing that I found that most of those people have in common, probably all of those people have in common, is a trust in the process. A true trust in the process. Not just saying they trust the process like LeBron James. A true trust in the process. In other words, the confidence that Michael Jordan had was based in logic. Michael Jordan's rationale was, hey, if I put in the work, there's no need to fear because I know what I'm capable of. If I'm working harder than everyone else, then it stands the logic that with my talent, with my gifts that I already have, with my talent, plus putting in the work, that I will be the best, and I'm willing to prove that. I've seen interviews with Mike Tyson where he said something similar. I remember an interview with Mike Tyson where the interviewer asked Mike Tyson something to the effect of, if the opponent is not going down as fast as he anticipated, does he get frustrated? And of course, we're talking about Mike in his prime, because I honestly think later in his career, Mike wasn't as focused. I don't think he really had the same drive to fight. So I actually think he did get frustrated, like with Holyfield, for example. But the interview in his prime, the interviewer asked Mike if he ever got frustrated when some of his opponents wasn't falling as quick as he had thought or hoped. And Mike Tyson's response was no, because I know as long as I stick to my training, that eventually he will fall, or eventually I will be victorious in the fight. And so again, it's this very matter of fact trust in the process that, hey, I've put in the work and the training for this. And again, Mike Tyson was someone, I can't remember how early he got up to run. It might have been 3:30 in the morning or something. Give or take an hour or something. But again, his thought process was, hey, I'm getting up running before I know my opponents. I'm getting up earlier than my opponents to work. So again, it's that trust in the process that if I do X, Y, and Z, I will be victorious. So on that note, you see the title of the video. Mike Tyson is set to fight Jake Paul in a Netflix event. And I'm definitely going to watch this fight, people. Let me read this article here. It says, Jake Paul is set to fight former heavyweight champion Mike Tyson in a boxing match that will be live streamed on Netflix. The bout is scheduled to take place on July 20th at the AT&T Stadium in Texas and will be available to all Netflix subscribers. Additional information, including the co-main event and undercards, will be announced at a later date. It is being produced in partnership between Netflix and Paul's and Nikisa Bidarian's Most Valuable Promotions. This will not be the first time Paul and Tyson have appeared on a boxing card together. Paul fought in the co-main event of the pay-per-view that saw Tyson fight an exhibition match against Roy Jones Jr. in 2020, which was Tyson's first boxing match since 2006. Paul defeated former NBA player Nate Robinson via knockout in the second round in what was Paul's second professional boxing match. Now, here we go, people. Let me be honest. I am not a Jake Paul fan at all. To me, Jake Paul is very representative of the culture that we're in. And that's the culture of entitlement, the culture of I will work hard enough to get good at something, but probably don't understand what it actually takes to be great. That usually requires a different level of dedication and commitment. However, saying that, let me be honest, I'm not sure if it's a foregone conclusion for Tyson to win. Now, I think he's going to win, but I'm very curious. Tyson is almost 60 years old. However, I'm sure we've all seen those training videos of Mike Tyson, and I wouldn't want to fight him. I mean, one thing's for sure is Jake Paul hadn't fought a real boxer yet. And he's about to experience that, and he's about to not only experience a real boxer, but experience one of the hardest punchers in heavyweight history. So, while I'm very curious how the age thing is gonna play its part, I do know one thing. Any slip up from Jake Paul will be a fatal mistake. Any slip up that allows him to catch a full blow from Tyson will be a fatal mistake. Now, the other thing I'm kind of curious about is because while obviously Mike Tyson is one of the most skilled boxers in the history of boxing. I mean, just his movement, his footwork in the ring, everything. He's very skilled. However, I wonder how much drive does he really have? Because I think that's really part of it. Again, it's kind of like Michael Jordan's killer mentality. Tyson had that at one point, and I honestly believe towards the end of Tyson's career, once he started kind of losing some fights, I feel like he really didn't have that same drive to fight. Like he was fighting more for the money and, but he didn't really have that drive to still be that guy that he was in his prime. So I'm curious to see how that's going to play a part as well. However, like I said, I will definitely be watching this fight. I hope Mike Tyson destroys Jake Paul. And along with destroying Jake Paul, I hope it destroys Jake Paul's career and he is done boxing. Or at least, at the very least, he'll have a better understanding what he needs to do to be taken serious as a real boxer. Because like I said, up until this point, Jake Paul hadn't fought someone like Tyson. Tyson, this is kind of, I mean, it could be very bad for Jake Paul. But anyway, we gonna hold up here. Like I said, I just saw this and I was like, wow, okay. Tyson might be getting ready to shut Jake Paul's mouth for good. But anyway, let me know what you guys think in the comments. What do you think about Tyson getting ready to fight Jake Paul? Do you think it's gonna be a slaughter? Because I think it will potentially be a slaughter. Or do you think Tyson, I think Tyson is 58. Tyson being close to 60 years old may actually give Jake Paul a chance. But anyway, let me know what you guys think in the comments. You all have a truly fantastic day, and I'll see you next time. All right.